Okay, am I live or am I Memorex? Hello, testing. Am I here? Randy, are you there? I think I got it all set up. I'm not sure. I'm not exactly a computer nerd. Oh man, this is crazy. How do I do this? Anybody there? I am wanting to talk about a few different things. I wanted to uh, give my condolences to the Swan family. Harm was a really great guy. I talked to him quite a few times. Um, we were on the internet back and forth with each other all the time. He was a moderator, and so was I. And then uh, he explained to me a few things about what went on during the biker wars um, that other people didn't know down here or weren't privy to say, I suppose. But anyway, this show's about accessories. My partner in crime, Graystar, can't be here tonight. I'm going to try and put a invite out in the comments, maybe, if I can do that. Okay, copy to clipboard. And then I go here to comments, right? Can you talk me through this here process? Send link to your guest. You may also want to share. Okay, I've copied that to clipboard. So, oh, no, I can't get rid of it. Okay, now, how do I get it into post comment? Correct? Paste. All right, there. I think that's the link. Did it come out? All right, cool. Anyway, what I want to talk about is accessories. Do you put them on your bike? Why you put them on your bike? And do you need them on your bike? The first thing, or does the bike fit you? Uh, do you fit the bike? Generally, when you buy a bike, you sit on it. So if you don't fit, you know right away if it's for you or not. At least that's the way I look at it. What's this say? Show comment. Oh, there, yeah. There we go. Now, how do I get rid of it up here on the screen? What am I doing here, guys? I got it. Yeah, right. Sure, I do. Process. Anyway, how do you tell when somebody wants to come in? By the way, is that what it says? Show. It keeps telling me to show something. Oh, okay. That's the comment you can put up there. Like I just put that. Okay. Now I understand. So now I've hid that. Oh, phooey. Anyway, do you fit your bike? And that consists of your handlebars, your seat, your front wheel, your back wheel, the size of them. The seat is, you want a low profile so you can sit low in the saddle, or do you want a nice cushiony seat to where you're riding high in the saddle? Are you short like me? You can't use a front. Come on, man. Forward controls. You can't use forward controls. At least I can't. Even on my mustache bar, I got to stretch out my feet to get them out there. My knees are all stretched out. As far as handlebars go, are you lean forward? You know, you want to sit back about arm shoulder height. That's a good cruising position, I think. Uh, as far as the next thing would be, your suspension, your shocks, your front forks. You can change all that. You can make it softer. You can make it harder. All depends on what you want to do with it. Why won't it tell me what that is? You'll see the picture on the bottom left of your screen. Yeah, I see a picture. That's me. Nobody else is there. You gonna join me, Randy, or try to? But your suspension, as far as your suspension goes, you put new springs in your shocks. You can make it sit lower. You put new harder springs. You can make it ride taut. That's as far as the accessories you need to do for you to fit the bike. Of course, me personally, when I bought my bike, I made sure I fit. So I bought it as is, and I haven't really changed. I haven't changed the seat. I've changed the tires. I haven't changed the ride height. They changed the air shock, so I guess technically I changed the ride height. I haven't changed the forks yet. That's one thing I need to do. Probably hasn't been done in 65,000 miles. What else? The bars are factory bars. They're 8 inch, I think. They come off about 6-8 inches off of the dashboard. So that's perfect for me. I didn't need anything else. What are you laughing about? Hey, Ramblin', how you doing? So, this was supposed to be about harm, but certain people couldn't make it, and then Gray Star couldn't get on the stream tonight. So I decided to go on with my accessory video, just so you guys are out there and you got something to see if you want to see it. The next thing I have for the accessories would be, performance. Do you leave the engine alone to where you get the factory gas mileage, or do you, do you soup it up and put something else on? Hey, our buddy Randy's coming on. Let's click him in here. Add to stream. There you go.
Hey guys, what's up?
What's happening, Randy?
Come on, process. Let's go, man. Rob, come on in here, man. Let's make a party out of it.
How you doing tonight, Randy?
Oh, pretty good, man.
That's
just
good.
Kicking back, cooking like everywhere else around here in California.
I hear you.
Hot enough to cook eggs on the freaking sidewalk.
My computer says 92, feels like 102. So it's 10 degrees different there.
Yeah, well, we're supposed to be another 106 again today, so I don't think it's got there yet, but it's pretty hot.
It was crazy today, man, out there in the daggone heat.
Yeah, I just basically wanted to say something about harm too, man. The guy was a great dude. Me and him talked quite a bit on the side, on just privately. I was sure shocked when I found out he'd passed. I seen his last post, and I thought he was doing pretty good. I was wrong, I guess, but anyway, I just wanted to say, hey, Harm, man, live it up there and up there in heaven, man, and have a good time and ride all them bikes you never got to go on. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Have a good time up there, man. We'll see you when we get there. All right. Rest in peace, brother.
Yes, sir. Yeah, Harm was a good guy.
Yep. It was a shame, man. I thought they would probably be able to help him, but it's just, I guess it was unfixable.
Right.
I'm naked.
Yeah.
We'll put on some clothes, process.
Yeah, put on some clothes. What do you got to say about the fit of your motorcycle?
Yeah. If he's riding around town naked, oh boy.
As long as he keeps it tucked up in there and nobody sees it, he'll be all right.
Right. Keeps his balls in his pants, he'll be all right.
Yeah.
Drawers.
Strap him to his leg.
Yeah. Yeah, he's probably up there cooking like us, man, down here. Oh God, it's just another. I hate this time of year, man, down here. We're
It
just
sucks.
the worst time. I mean, that's why I'm ready to get the hell out of California. Not the only reason, but
Well, like I was telling you, 2 months ago, we were bitching, oh, we're cold, we're cold, we're cold. And now all we're saying is we're hot, we're hot, we're hot.
I know
You got to have one or the other, brother.
never fucking happy, dude. Never. No matter what you do, at least I know I'm never going to be happy because it's either too much rain, not enough dryness. We can't get like I was telling you earlier, we can't get like any different seasons here. It's like we lost all our 4 seasons and now we're just hot
Yes,
and cold.
just bleeding right into
So
another one. Yeah.
yeah, it's either going too cold or too hot. And so for riding, that sucks, man. You know what I mean? No one wants to ride when it's 100 and something degree. At least there is people out there doing it, but they're friggin' crazy.
They're losing a
Yeah,
bunch of weight, huh?
man. It's uncomfortable to ride in them temperatures.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's. I'd rather ride hot, be honest with you, than ride cold.
Really?
I'm shivering, even though I've got, layer after layer and gloves and all that, I'm still shivering as I'm riding down the road. So I'd rather be hot than cold.
Well, you see this tank top? I've been known to ride in this when it's 45 and shit. I'll put on a light jacket. It's about the most I ever wear. One of them Levi jackets. I
Right,
got all the leather and shit. Hardly ever wear it because it's just too fucking hot.
right. Hey, we got Shadow wanting to join us.
All right.
You ready there,
Come
Rob?
on.
Here you come.
Come on in, Rob.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, man, what's happening?
What's
Good
going
to
on,
see you.
Rob? How do I change? There we go. Yeah, I'm learning this, man. Greystar didn't have time to show me because I didn't have my computer. And then when I was getting ready to go live at 6:30, the computer told me I don't have the right software, so it wouldn't pop the camera up. So I had to download Google Chrome to my home computer because it worked off my phone, but it wouldn't work off my home computer.
Oh, well.
So
Well,
now
you're
I
doing
got
pretty
Google
good, brother.
Chrome.
You got it going.
Yeah.
More than I can say.
That's
I could
what
barely.
I was telling him earlier. I was like, dude, I'll skate my way through it. I'll figure it out.
Heck yeah. You did good. You got on. I seen your little cut there of riding the bike. Was that you today or
No, hell no, one today.
a while back? Yeah.
My arm's still bothering me, man. So I ain't been riding at all.
Wow.
This whole week, what I did the 4th of July, and I rode 2 days after that, and I haven't rode since because I'm trying to let my arm heal up.
Mm-hmm. Same here. I've had a problem with my throttle arm, man. My wrist is just freaking hurting, man.
Yeah, we know what's wrong with your wrist.
You know, a little lube goes a long way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just a little dab will do you.
a little icy hot does too.
I hear you about injuries.
I'll take your word for that.
I mean, I hear about injuries because end of June I was at a event that I was volunteering at, and I was lifting Gatorade water packs from the office up to a car, then to the car, into a cooler to a car, then back to the office, and I pulled my left side, arm and everything.
Mm.
So I'm on painkillers, I'm on anti-inflammatory, you name it. Or I'm still riding though, because you guys just suck.
I'm being yelled at from all directions about going to see a doctor. And I'm not bleeding. I do not need to go see the doctor. Okay, I'll be fine.
Yeah. Yes and no.
That's just
thought,
who I am.
thought
If I'm not
the
blinked, I'm not going.
philosophy, but once I went to the doctor and had all my stuff checked out and I was all good, I really don't sweat it anymore. The stigma of,
Well,
oh God, something might be wrong with me and I don't want to know about it. That's the same way I was, dude.
you older
Same.
folks have to go see the doctor. See,
Yeah, yeah. Hey, wait a minute. Us old grandpas, huh? All right. I see.
hey, I'm a grandpa too now. I'm just a little
Okay.
younger than you.
Yeah, very little. Just a
Yeah, I
little.
got 3 grandkids,
I have 11
you know, and they all live in Arkansas.
all together.
God dang.
4 kids, 11 grandkids. So yeah.
Wow. Busy people here.
Right?
Be fruitful and multiply. Damn. Oh, well, nothing wrong with that, I guess.
Nah,
That was my uncle back then. He's got 9 kids.
wow. Yeah. See, I couldn't have that many. No.
And he's Mormon.
That's
That's
crazy.
why.
I wouldn't even attempt anything. One was enough, and I don't even want any more, man. Tell you the truth. Wouldn't have wanted any more anyway.
Hi, shocker.
Well, I've got 5.
I've
Kids yourself?
got the brood.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that, especially if you have a good farm. You need them all to feed animals and do things like that. That was the excuse from all the old folks would always tell us, well, we had all these kids so we could have people to work on our farm and stuff. So, I can see that, but that's just like they didn't want to pay no workers. That's all.
Right.
That's
their
why.
way
Yeah,
of
that's why
getting
our
them
parents,
work.
our parents had so many kids.
Right.
I get you.
Oh, they had like 10 or 12 kids, everybody. Even my dad had 12 damn kids, man. It's like, I ain't that old,
Yeah.
getting there though. But
So my dad is one of 4. Then I got me and my brother, which I don't even talk to anymore, that fucker.
I know that deal. I don't talk to any of mine either.
So I got my own family, Bikers are the best family.
I agree.
Yeah, my immediate family and my biker friends are about the only family I really got.
Right.
Because I cut myself off from everybody too.
Well, they're the only ones you can really depend on.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. When you need some help, fuck, you can see people just run the other way, man, real quick, even after you've helped them when they were in a low spot,
Yep.
Terrible, man, terrible. I threw all my family away because they were just like that, backstabbers. I don't have a whole lot, but the ones I do have, hell with them, man. If they're going to be like that, I don't need it. I get
I
treated better from people I meet than my own family. I mean, come on, hell with that.
got rid of a hang around last year because, well, doesn't even ride, never has, and never has anything to do with the club. But I was going through some shit last year, being thrown under the bus by my co-chair for the Renaissance and all that. And he comes at me at the end and goes, well, I know you're going through some stuff, but you said we talked and I don't want to be friends with you anymore. I'm like, hold it here. This is all about you because I'm going through stuff. I'm dealing with taking care of my stuff. I had no time to talk to you in 7 weeks, but yet you won't come up and talk to me and be a friend to me. I told him, I said, get lost. You call me. I'm going to come down over there and run my motorcycle up your ass. He's never contacted me since.
Shit. What is it with some people? It seems like people are like going off a lot more these days. You know what I mean? I know there's a lot of pressure for, just everything that's going on, but people are letting it get to them too much, man. And it's really getting rough out here where I'm at. I know that.
Right.
I mentioned earlier to J-Man that all the people that's been getting killed out here has been outrageous every night, man. There's multiple people getting shot. There's drive-bys. It's just getting worse and worse.
We just had a couple days ago, a guy on a motorcycle got hit not too far from a school where one of my friends works. They heard it 2 blocks away.
Wow.
Guy never made it.
Yeah, we had a biker down today, and he didn't make it either. I didn't get to catch what is that it? Wait a minute. Okay,
It's
I don't
popping
know.
up right now. Breaking news. No, I'm just kidding. It's always a shame when when you hear
Right?
That's what gets you, man. He hit the back of a car because he couldn't stop, and then another car run over his ass. That's what I was saying to everybody. Out here we're so packed with cars. If you go down, dude, you're dead. I don't care what.
Yeah.
If you even make it from the slide or whatever, you're getting run over by so many cars. They'll have to scrape you up off the cement.
when I had my accident, that's when I went down. I was on the highway, and that's the first immediate thing that popped in my head was I'm gonna get run over. So I bounced up off the thing and ran to the edge of this road.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then I collapsed. But
You were lucky out here, man. The cars are right on your ass.
oh,
So
dude,
I mean,
the
you're
semi,
gonna have
man, as soon as I started wobbling, the semi put his brakes
Oh,
on. He held everybody back. And
there you go. You got the high speed wobble.
yeah. Yeah, I was passing a semi and got the high speed wobble, and it went down. I was doing about 80 when it happened.
Ouch, man. Damn.
Messed
I
me
don't
up
know.
pretty good.
Maybe if you were smoking that wacky there, you might have handled it pretty well.
It's hard telling because I was sober that day.
He could have flew. He could have flew off the bike and landed and had no problems.
Made it to where I was going anyway. Yeehaw!
I must be lucky. I haven't had an accident yet, but the first time my wife went down at a stop sign that year, I went down 5 times and hurt my wrist.
Oh boy.
But
No,
she's bad luck. She's bad luck.
Yeah, I've been one of them bikers down motherfuckers, man. I'll tell you, and it ain't no fun my whole life. I've always thought of that. It doesn't slow me down any, but you sure do have a little bit of respect for all them cars around you. I'll tell you.
Well, the first time I went down was on my V-Star, and I got those big crash bars on there. Well, I went to make a U-turn, and down I went, and the cars just stopped. No one came out to help me pick the bike up, anything.
Wow.
Where do you live so I don't move there?
Well, I ain't going to Ohio, so if I go to Ohio, I'm not going to see you.
We're going over to see Graystar, man. He's been having killer ass weather. When it's cooking over here, it's only 60 something degrees, and it gets like 80 is the hottest it's been over there in Utah.
Yeah, their dog days of August are coming.
Yeah,
it's been 90 all week here.
Snow and shit, I'm sure.
But geez,
he's an
we're out here, and I don't mind telling everybody.
Yeah.
I'm sure anybody that's watching this is noticing the heat, boy.
Right?
It's crazy everywhere. The whole United States is under this shit.
That's what they were just showing on the news, that everywhere is just way hotter than normal.
Yeah.
It's that whole global warming.
Yeah, it is.
It's the global reset. We were talking about that earlier. It's the global reset.
Yeah.
Every 10,000 years or so, the Earth resets itself. And
yeah.
This is just the beginning of the reset,
Yeah. What's weird about it is, it took 13,000 years last time for us to have that ice age and to kill off the mammoths and all that stuff. It's been 13,000 years. So we're overdue, really, for something to happen, hopefully nothing does in our lifetime. And I feel sorry for anybody that has to go through it in the future. But I hope it ain't when I'm here. That's all I got to freaking say.
Right, right.
And it's going to wipe us out, or the sun is coming at us, or whatever's happening. They probably won't tell us about it until it's too late anyway. So you just have to bear and grin it, man. Grin and bear it.
It definitely makes you wonder. It definitely makes you wonder if those sirens are going to go off when the time is near. You know what I'm saying? Why bother telling them it's over?
Well, that you've heard about the New York thing, right? Where they're advertising, don't be scared if a nuclear bomb goes off, and go to your
Don't be scared of a nuclear bomb.
yeah, bend your ass
Right.
over and kiss it goodbye, because you're about to meet your maker real soon.
Yeah.
Now they're saying they've found a dirty bomb in somewhere in New York.
Wow.
They can pick up that there's radiation somewhere. So they just don't know where it's at exactly. Haven't been able to pinpoint it. So they're thinking it's going to go off somewhere, and
So
it
don't
won't
be
blow up the
surprised,
whole.
in other words.
Yeah, it's just going to put some radiation and crap out, which will still screw up New York, man. You know what I mean? I hope it won't happen.
Wouldn't you want to know where that is so you can get out of that area?
Right. I would think if they can pinpoint that there's radiation, they should be able to pinpoint
Where
the
the
spot
bomb's at.
it's radiating out of. Yeah,
You would
I would
think.
think. Yeah, it's just some stuff seems so stupid, man. So who knows the mentality? If you can tell there's a nuclear bomb somewhere or a dirty bomb, why can't you pinpoint it? You know, it's kind of weird.
Right. Because they don't want to tell you exactly where it's at. So commandos that are not sanctioned by the United States don't go in and take that bomb.
Mm-hmm. True. They
It's
could too.
probably in the UN.
Well, I'm figuring they're going to try to do this, anything they can do to take down some of the population. You know, we all know that, you know, the Guidestones got supposedly blown up the other day, which, you know, if you know what the Guidestones are, I think Gray said it was in Indiana or something. I'm not sure which state, but some crazy guy went over there and blew one of them up. So I don't know quite what that means. I guess it means, oh, hell with you and your population control. You know, that's might be what it means, but I don't see that it'd be kind of good. You know what I mean? Really.
Maybe if he had some accessories for his bike, he wouldn't do that.
Right. He didn't have nothing to do, so he just had to do something.
Right. They had nothing better to do, you know.
Yeah.
I've already put every piece of chrome I can on my motorcycle.
Mine came with it on there, so I'm wishing it was black or something, because this chrome is a bitch to keep clean. And I'm down in the back, and it's hard to stay bent over cleaning that stuff.
Black is a bitch to keep clean too, Holmes.
I get it. Then I guess I just need to say hell with it and drive that bike dirty, I guess. I don't
My
know.
wife was telling me that tan or yellow is one of the easiest colors to keep clean. And I'm like, well, yeah, because you see the shit really easy. I mean, come on.
Yeah, you can wipe it off really.
As soon as you see it, you can wipe it off. A black bike, you won't see it for a day or two.
Yeah, all the spots is what I hate. Man, oh man.
Oh, yeah.
Every bit of chrome just gets all spotted up from our water because we have hard water.
You have to use Muller's chrome polish.
Got
after
it.
You've never dulled it. Use some Muller's chrome polish, and that shit will bead right off and won't leave a spot.
Yeah, that's what it's got to have done to it. I think I'm going to have a guy do it. I was talking to Cliff, the one guy, Cliff, that you had on your show a while back.
Yeah.
And the Harp, you know, biker.
Yeah, yeah.
And
John.
Yeah. And he gave me a number of a guy that he goes to. And this guy, man, he's a deaf fella. So if you call him, you got to, you know, text everything to him.
Right.
But heck, from what I hear, like $80, and he goes through your bike, and man, that thing will look brand new, man. Everything's just polished, so nice. Spokes, everything. If you have spokes.
It all depends. You can pay somebody, you know, a good price and get the bike detailed, and you think, oh man, that looks great. And then you can have your old lady do it, and it looks even better.
And it looks shitty.
No, I wouldn't say that. I'm gonna have to say it looks better.
Now wait a minute. If she's got spandex on.
Hey, now I'm the only one that wears the spandex in the family. Thank you.
I don't want to see that. No way.
No, I ain't
I don't
showing you.
either.
I ain't showing you. It's for her
I
eyes
don't mind coming visiting if he's washing the bikes in spandex.
only.
Well, you know what they say about spandex? They show what you don't have.
Yeah, it shows what you do have too. Fucking balls and shit hanging out. I don't want to see that. Sorry.
Hey, yeah, you don't accessorize your motorcycle with spandex. You really don't.
But your old lady probably likes it, so good for her.
Hey, Randy, there's
I
some
ain't wearing none. I'll tell
secrecies there,
you,
buddy.
I ain't wearing no damn spandex. That's for sure. Or no Daisy Dukes either.
Yeah, I bet your old lady makes you wear
Dora,
Daisy
she's
Dukes.
over here like looking at me like she wants me to wash my own bike in my Daisy Dukes with my balls hanging out. Heck no, man.
You're probably one of them thong guys, aren't you?
Hell no. No, man.
Or what is that?
I won't admit what I've been admitting, but I'll keep it to myself,
Okay, then.
which is very rare. But
We'll agree to leave it there.
yeah, let's leave it there. I don't think anybody on the channel wants to hear that crap.
But Danny D'Lo, he's got good advice on cleaning and polishing your motorcycle. If you
Yeah, you pay somebody else to do it.
well, that's the easiest
That's
way.
my advice.
That's the easiest way to do it. Pay somebody
That
else.
is. Only trouble is when I'm out here on this ranch, I'm out here on the ranch. Every 2 days, your bike needs a freaking wash. It's terrible.
That's
Park
what you
it in
get
my
for living
garage.
in the dusty
It'll need
climate.
one every day.
Yeah. This one gets shoved under the shed, and that's about it. So I can get quick rides out of it without going to the garage and pulling up everything. Although the garages are full at this time.
Hey, I have to give you a salute because the video you had on the other day, you did show your bike was backed in. I'll give you props for that. Okay.
Oh, me? Yeah.
Yeah, you.
Oh. Well, it was backed in, man, and I was ready to fly,
Right.
But it was like too damn hot. I think I did go ride that day anyway. I just came back pretty quick.
Ain't nothing wrong with a quick ride up to the store and back,
Yeah. Well, my store ain't far enough. It's only about a mile or less. But I'll take a ride out in the country, and right now everybody's watering, so you can hit spots that's fairly cool here and there, shady and stuff in the late afternoon. But it's hot everywhere else.
Right.
Right.
Oh God.
Axl Rose saw
My
me
PMs are just blowing up.
and come up with the song.
What are you talking about there, J-Man?
Ghost Eagle put something in the chat.
Oh, I see it, yeah. Welcome to the jungle.
We got fun and games.
That's right.
Every time I hear that, I'm going to be thinking of you, Jamin. Thanks, Ghost.
Yeah. Thanks, man. I'll have to go kill a freaking pig or something to get that out of my mind.
Hey, Ghost. Hey, Ghost. Payback's a bitch.
Yeah. That's the rose. Oh, I see.
Hey, I'm figuring this out. Where you at, Process? You get dressed yet?
Yeah, come on, man. Let's post it.
Wear your sunblock, he says.
I wear my sunblock every time I go out.
I don't wear any sunblock. You can tell I'm roasted. I'm roasted up here, and it's just all baked, and I ain't wearing it. Fuck it.
If I don't, my skin blisters
I
up.
don't wear that shit. I never get a burn.
Well, like I said, I'm roasted from the neck up and from the arm down. but I always wear a t-shirt. You know what I mean?
Right there, Jack. There it is. All that freaking suntan from just being out there in that freaking heat, man. I guess I have a suntan about year round. I got a lot of Indians.
Is that still up, or because I can't tell?
No, it's not up.
All right.
Hey, Ghost, you want a vision? Pelosi naked in your house.
Boom.
There's a vision for you.
Get that out of your head there, buddy.
Yeah, that broad is something, man. Whew.
All right, let's not get political, please.
Yeah, we better not.
Yeah,
They'll really ban this.
they'll rip this stream right now, so we don't want to do that.
I'm doing my best to try not to cuss and stuff, but I don't guess it's working too good.
I think we'll be all right.
I need to do a video of
political. We'll be fine.
Yeah,
I need
stay
to
away.
do a video of me on a wrecking ball and have
That's
Miley Cyrus playing in the background.
Wrecking Ball. You like that song?
Oh hell no!
Not the wrecking ball. I didn't mind her swinging around on the wrecking ball though.
She's a wrecking ball. What about you, Shadow? What kind of accessories do you have on your bike?
Right now, I just got a phone holder, so I can have my phone on me, so it's not in my pocket. And then I got a little rubber duck that has a knight's helmet, and if you turn it on, it blinks.
A rubber duck with a
So
helmet.
do you have a charger thing on your bike too?
Yeah, I got it came with a cigarette lighter, so I start using that for my, the charge of my phone.
Yeah.
So I go to pull it out, and the sucker's starting to come off my fairing, so I got to watch that.
Oh,
Really?
So I take, put some epoxy on it or glue on it or something.
Yeah. You might take the front skin off the fairing and see if there's a keeper or something that's fell off, in there or something. I don't know how they're actually fix it, fixed to it, but
Right.
it's probably something simple, more than likely.
Right. But that's all the accessories I got, because I ain't got room on my handlebars for a cup holder or anything. But it came with racks on my saddlebags, on my touring packs, so I could strap down a bag of charcoal if I want.
I kind of wished I had that on my baggage, because I've already bumped my boots and everything against my dang luggage and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just can't avoid it, man.
Well, I got those on my Harley. I have those bags that sit on the side. They're snack bags, I guess they're called, where you can go behind you and open them up and grab whatever's in there.
That's what I got.
I got one of those on each side. I do have a phone mount and, of course, cigarette lighter and things like that on the Harley. On the V-Star, all I've got is the cigarette lighter adapter for the phone, a phone mount, and I did buy a cup holder at the Ohio Bike Week.
I'm looking for a cup holder myself.
I got crash bars on mine front and back, and my highway pegs so that I can extend my feet out.
Well, the highway pegs I can consider an accessory, but the crash bars, I mean, come on, you got to have crash bars on your bike if you want to protect it.
That's for good. If it falls over in some grass or something, it'll protect it. But if it falls over on some rocks and roads, you're getting some shit scratched all to hell.
Well, now
if you're moving about 5 to 10 miles an hour and it falls over, you can guarantee those bars will bend, because
they bend, but they don't bend enough to where, because at 80 miles an hour, I had to replace my crash bar on my Harley. But it did not hit the fucking motor at all. It bent in, but it did not bend in enough to even hurt the brake pedal. You know what I mean?
Mine broke off the magneto.
I just had to change the crash bar and put a new crash bar in there, and I'm good.
My crash bar went right into the case but we were going pretty good speed, and it landed on a curb, so it really had a good slam. Boom.
Right.
About bent the bike in half too.
Damn.
It was a bad wreck, man. I almost made it out of it unscathed, but I don't know. It had to rip my foot off almost, and a bunch of other stuff. I went flying through the air and everything. Car ran me off the road back in '86, and I was hiking a buddy, and his injuries it was bad, and so I got up with my leg hanging and stuff and threw the bike off of him, and he couldn't be moved, and he didn't make it. They took him to the doctor, and he just didn't make it. And that right there's enough to really screw you up. But you know what? I never let it stop me, because even my buddy was a bike rider, and he at the time didn't have a bike, but we were out cleaning my bike and partying, and then we went home, and some idiot run me off the road. So nothing I could do about it. And I let it bother me for a little while, but after about 10 years not riding street bikes, I just had to go back. I was like, you know what? I was riding dirt bikes all the time, every weekend, and it just wasn't the same. I love dirt biking, but I do love my street riding too, man. Nothing quite like it, when you're relaxing, when you can relax, like say like Process, man. He has all that open road out there and beautiful scenery. I could get lost in that. We don't
Oh yeah.
have that no more. We don't have it here no more. We got packed cars. You can't even enjoy the ride because you're always looking at everybody else around you, So to be able to get out in the middle of nowhere and just go, and I like to excess, the speed limit, go over that
You like
quite a
to
bit.
ride to Mexico a lot, huh?
I like to ride about 80 or 90 everywhere. So, but it's like it would be a blessing to find a spot where I could there's no traffic, and you can just go and go for miles and enjoy the ride for once. Because it's been many years since I've really enjoyed a ride. I mean, other than just the joy of the ride, but then to be able to just kind of lose yourself in the ride and just not worry about nothing but the scenery and everything. Haven't done that in years because it's just too hectic, and you'll end up flattened out on the sidewalk.
That was that. I can say that the last time I did that was last year when I rode the Tail of the Dragon. The ride to the tail, it was great. I mean, just solitude.
Mhm.
Me and the bike and cruising down the road.
Yeah, even in our hills where we usually ride late around here, um, to get away from everybody, it's still you'll get run over because somebody will be in your lane coming around a corner or something.
Well, that's anywhere really, especially when you're in
Yeah.
the city. I mean, even the Process. I'm sure when he's in his city, there's plenty of cars that he has to.
Well, yeah, I'm sure it is up there, but
He
but
was.
I see all that beautiful land that he's riding through, man. Damn, it's nice. I'm about to get on my bike and head that way and say hi, but damn, that's 18-hour ride. And maybe I'll cut it down to about 12 if I was flying. I keep
Right.
adding stuff. It is an addiction process. Every time you start buying shit, next thing you know, it's something else, something else, something else.
Yep. Okay.
Well, the next edition of my bike's either going to be a sissy bar or highway lights in the front. I
I
want
was
to be, I
all,
want to be seen.
excuse me. What did you say there,
No,
Rob?
I want to be seen. I don't want. You can never
Right.
have so many lights on your bike.
Well, see now, I disagree with that because if you've got the underglow and all that as you're riding down the road, I'm sorry, you look goofy as hell. I can see some front driving lights, a couple lights on the side so people can see you, and the back lit up. But man, when
Yeah.
you're riding down the road, your underglow on your wheels and your underglow on your engine, you look like a dork. I'm sorry. I
Well, some of these custom cruisers, man, they got all that stuff. You know what I mean? And it's all good if you like that shit, but I
People
ain't
pay
in.
Right.
$300 to have that stuff put on their bike. Why spend that money?
Yeah. That they got more money than they got sense, or that's what they want.
Yeah.
That's their priority, whatever they decide they like. Wow, what's going on here?
Well, it all falls back on that money issue. Do you have enough money to put accessories on your bike? What accessories are you going to put on your bike? Do you consider little trinkets like a Guardian Bell or something you put on the sissy bar or decoration? Do You can
My
sit-
bike basically has everything. I don't want nothing else except for a phone holder and a fucking beer holder. So I
that's
can
one
hang
thing yours didn't come with.
like Dark Soul was doing and sleeping on the bike with my beer in the holder right there next to me.
Right.
Heck yeah, man. I basically I normally just make a cheap little tent and hook it to the bike and maybe a tree or something and pass out, but that was a good idea. I don't know how comfortable it is, but I'm pretty sure if you're tired enough, you can get a few hours sleep that way.
Yeah, I slept in Atlanta, Georgia that way on a bike. I was riding from Daytona and pulled over because the traffic was so bad. It was like bumper to bumper, and I had gotten ran over a few years before that. So this time I wasn't gonna get ran over. So I
Right.
pulled off the side of the road, put my bike on the kickstand, kicked back, smoked me a J, and watched the planes fly overhead. I got a thing for planes.
Yeah, the plane, the plane.
They're playing. There's probably a train out there. I'm surprised it ain't went by yet.
I know, man. I can't believe how close you are to the train tracks.
Yeah.
That must rock you around at night, huh? When them suckers come by, fully loaded.
Usually at night they don't really come by. It's
Oh,
early in the morning. They'll come by about 4:30, 5 o'clock, something like that.
hmm.
But I'm usually up by then anyway. So
Now our
I sleep
trains
like
are
an old man
running like
now.
about every hour or two. We got a train going by because I'm kind of close, within about 3 miles of the track.
During
I
the
can hear
day, well, during the
day.
day, from then on till about 5 or 6 o'clock, there's usually a train an hour. You know, there's up this way. There's the power plant, and I imagine they're taking coal up to them. And then down this way, there's the salt company that Norton Salt Company is down this way, and um, different barge companies that the railroad yard uses. Fuel depot. There's a fuel depot down there for Chevron. Your favorite kind of gas.
You know it. The bike just loves that stuff, boy. Both of them. Well, all three of them, really. It's smooth running gasoline, man, with that Techroline in it. Pretty good stuff.
Does a trailer count as an accessory? Because I got a trailer to pull behind my bike. Does that count as an accessory?
I would say
Probably
it does. Yeah.
because I had to build one for my stuff too. And, it's just a good thing to have, especially if you're close enough to your house to get the trailer when you need it.
No.
That'll be the thing.
Well, yeah. If you're hauling a trailer, of course that's an accessory. I mean,
At least I can haul a tent and stuff. I don't have to pack it on a bike or anything.
right. Well, are you hauling the wife behind you when you're riding out?
No, she's got her own bike.
Oh, okay. Okay.
She's got her own,
That's cool.
But
What,
next year we're going to go up to the North Shore, up around Superior, up in the Arrowhead of Minnesota here, and do some riding up there. Go up the Grand Marais and Two Harbors, and hit the lighthouses. And they got a haunted mansion up there in Duluth. And oh yeah, I'm all into that stuff.
Yeah, me too. I like that kind of stuff.
yeah, we went to the lighthouses when we went to Ohio Bike Week. We rode the 5 lighthouses up through there. It was pretty cool.
What's going on?
Well, at that haunted mansion last year, they just found one of those diving bells, they call it, that you go in and it creates pressure so you can go work on ships and stuff underwater.
Right.
Yeah, diving bell.
Yep, they just brought one of those up, and they're restoring that now from that mansion.
Wow.
Yeah, I just watched a couple different paranormal shows last night. I kept waking up and they were on. Trying to think that the guy's name is Twin. shit. I can't remember now. It was twin something. They were two twin brothers that do paranormal investigations.
Are they black?
No, they were white.
No, because
Of
I know.
course, of course, it's they're just like the big name shows you see.
Oh
They're going. Is anybody here? Ah ah ah. When somebody says hello, it's like, come on, dude. You know what are you there for?
That Zach Bagan dude is a joke, man, and
That's
his
what I'm
whole
talking
crew is
about
a
right
joke.
there.
Oh
yeah.
God. I quit watching because when they start running off, when anything happens, all they can talk about is how they're just waiting for something to happen. And then when something actually happens, they run like they're scared to death.
Yep.
Man, it was just the funniest thing I ever seen. And I said, you know what? Heck with these guys. I ain't watching this shit show anymore. Which I would, but I just don't. I lost respect for that guy, man.
Did you
He ain't
watch?
what
You've watched the
act.
Black Guys then that do that show too? They got a paranormal show, a Ghost Brothers or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's another one the same way. Ah!
And I was scared to death, man. If you're gonna do that kind of job or show or whatever, at least, man, have a little bit of balls where you
Have
don't have to
those of steel,
run
huh?
like that, man, in front of the camera. I mean, come on,
I
that
caught
makes you like shit.
I caught one in a lie years ago. There was that big one from over in England, and they were broadcasting live. They were going to try to get Jack the Ripper, right? So I'm sitting here in the afternoon on my computer watching this whole live thing, watching them set up, and the gal goes, the guy says, "Well, the table's a little rocky," and the gal goes, "No, leave it." So when we ask if we got someone, we can rock the table. I'm like, God, yeah, flipping.
Yeah, so fake.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they blew smoke in front of the camera so they could say there was a spirit moving by.
Yeah, it's all entertainment crap.
Yeah.
You know, so which blew their whole credibility because if they actually got contacted Jack the Ripper, they would have been called frauds. If they didn't get a hold of them, which they didn't, they were still called frauds. So they put themselves in a tight spot. Never watch that show again.
uh, well,
Yeah,
speaking of that, well, how we get on those shows anyway?
I know.
There needs to be a Ghost Rider show out.
Let's go over there and
Guy
do
goes
it.
on a motorcycle and goes and investigates. That'd be cool as hell.
Yeah. We should find out how we can get on their show and screw it all up for them.
Oh, that wouldn't be too hard.
Right, it wouldn't if you could get them to send a link out or something.
Right.
Right.
Be like, ooh. That's scary, isn't it?
Yeah, it would be. Or then
Turn that flashlight on for me.
say, I
That's
haven't
what
made
I haven't figured out how they do the flashlight one, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's set to where if you just barely turn it, it will come on.
Right.
Oh yeah. And any little thing will set it off.
Yeah, but it's still, if you're watching the video and that light comes on and goes back off by itself, is somebody under there hitting the table or something?
Probably. They got that spirit box that they have now that's like it talks for them or whatever, and says phrases and things.
Yep.
Man, who's to say? But I just personally, I think just anything them words will just pop up even if it's just turned on. It doesn't have to be any ghosts around.
Right. See, I disappeared.
Ghost said he's a ghost.
Yeah, Ghost said he's a ghost.
I like cats because they actually go through and debunk everything before they even say it's paranormal.
Right.
If they can recreate it, it's not paranormal.
No, that's why I say, a lot of the stuff that they show, TikTok is one of the worst things that come out with all this
Yep.
weird paranormal stuff. And it's all bullshit, man. You know, there was a film where it showed this weird looking person, or not a person, but they were showing the Titanic, and they were showing that there was like a see-through figure standing on the bow of it, and 2 miles down. You know what I mean? And they were saying, "Oh, it's a ghost! It's a ghost." Well, with my eyes, I could tell that that was a damn one of them jellyfish. You know what I mean? A big long jellyfish
I
that
saw
was
I
that
saw
you could
a thread come
see
up in
through.
my YouTube stream, but I didn't click on it.
You didn't get it. Well, if you ever look at that, you can tell it's a jellyfish. They say, "Oh, it's a hat on an old lady." No, it's a freaking jellyfish top with a long strands. They're really thick.
Right?
That's what it looked to me. So I can explain it myself, and I don't believe anything they say. I do get a kick off of watching all that crap, but
Yeah.
I don't believe much of it
Yeah,
or any of it.
I watched the Ghost Brothers. They did the Delta Queen, or I think it was the Delta Queen when it was in
The
dry
Queen
dock.
Mary,
Was it the Queen Mary? It might have been. It was one of those river boats.
yeah, it probably is. It's in that's in oh God, Long Beach Harbor, the Queen
Okay.
Mary.
Yeah.
I think it is the Queen Mary.
Yeah, I believe it is. I think I seen that one too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Crazy.
they say that's one of the most haunted places around here. Um, never been there, don't know, but I'm sure it can be explained also, most of the stuff. I'm
My
not against it. I believe there is ghost of some sort. There possibly can be uh, in spirit form of some way, but I don't believe they're going to be able to have, thoughts or anything like that. They're just going to be trapped in their own little reality and they're just fading in and out or whatever. I've had one little experience once, and I didn't know whether to believe it or not, but nah, didn't really scare me. I was kind of startled when I realized that no one was there and I was talking to somebody. Uh, they never said anything, but I could have swore I seen the guy. You know what I mean?
my garage is haunted. Every time I open up the door, the light goes on.
Right.
My refrigerator's haunted then.
That's right.
So what is ghost shows and has to do with bike accessories?
I don't know how
Well,
we got on the ghost thing. I mean, it
to
just
what?
popped up. It just popped up and we ran with it. You want to go back to the accessories? Because I got
Yeah,
more shit
yeah,
here.
man. We just ran with whatever we could go with. Heck.
Right.
I mean, I could put a ghost on the back of my bike.
And that,
Yeah, you
I'd have to
well,
drive to Oregon to get him, though.
right. You'd have to go clear over there.
well, have you ever thought of a ghost being with a car or a motorcycle or something like that?
Yes.
Have you ever got that feeling?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I had a buddy of mine, his motorcycle, every time I was around that motorcycle, it was like he was there. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I have never really, I don't feel ever like something's there, I don't know. But um, I guess, there's been a time or two when I was out in the forest or something, and it's kind of getting dark and stuff, and you look around and there ain't nobody around. And if you got stuck out there in the middle of the night and got lost, that could be a nightmare, after all the people have to find you, or if you can find your way out like I did once. But yeah, that's kind of weird, and it can be scary if you're easily scared. But yeah, at the time I had about 5 pistols on me, and I wasn't scared of nothing. I was
Well,
up there
as
shooting it.
far as I know, bullets, go right through the ghost.
Well, ghosts, yeah, but I ain't saying there's ghosts, but I'm not saying there ain't, I guess. But I know it'll stop most stuff. We
Right.
have a lot. We have a lot of mountain lions out there. Not a lot, but some. And that's the only thing I worry about in the hills is a hungry mountain lion coming out to eat you.
I wasn't talking about like that, Ghost. Ghost says I'm not on the back of no bike and no dude.
He's not riding bitch
I
on
wasn't
nobody.
talking about that, Ghost. I was just talking about being around the bike and feel his presence. That's all.
And he ain't wearing no spandex either.
Yeah. Gotta keep those spandex off.
Yeah. And I went as far as to see guys trying to ride the bike backwards because they had to get hiked somewhere. They want to ride backwards on the seat. It's like, man, come on, if someone's gonna give you a freaking ride, you might as well ride right. Just keep your pecker in your pants.
You
That's
just,
all.
you just hold the back of the seat instead of holding them.
Yeah, he's holding the damn sissy bar and riding back. Crazy.
Yeah, you ride with your
I'm
back.
still here.
You
Just
still
had to
here?
turn my camera off.
Oh,
What do you want? I got a cat bugging me. Sorry, guys. What do you want, son? You want to be on camera? Say hi to everybody. Say hi.
hey, kitty. Looks like he's got eyebrows.
Now leave me alone. They're bald.
You don't have eyebrows.
He
Okay.
don't have eyebrows. Yeah, he's done. They're gone. I
Done
don't know
wore
if
'em up,
I'm scratching them or if they're just not there.
smoking that weed. He was like my cat. Come out and eat the shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Crazy. Then pulled out all his hair, freaking out.
Well, with them ghosts, that's all they gotta.
Yeah.
But yeah, back to accessories.
Let's
We
do it, I
we
guess.
were on performance. Your engine upgrades. Me and you were talking about earlier gas mileage. I mean, the more you beef up the engine, the less gas mileage you're going to get. So
Exactly.
you're going to have a complaint with a complaint with a cheer, I guess you would call it. Cheer. Anyway, yay for the horsepower.
Mm-hmm.
But man, now I can't go anywhere.
I know.
What are you going to
I'm filling that bike up, man. It sucks down 5 gallons like fast, man. Fast, like
that's your
within 150 miles or something. It's needing gas.
Yep.
That's your dresser. Is that the stock motor?
Yeah. Well, it's a 96 Screaming Eagle package and shit, which has got all the good stuff, but it runs like a striped mule, man, but it sucks the gas, that's for sure.
Yeah, you got to give and take there.
I don't mind it. The only thing I do mind is it went from like I'd fill it up about when it got to a quarter tank or something, and I was only putting about a tenner in there, and it'd be almost full or full. Now, man, I put $37 in it one day. And I guess it was full, but Jesus Christ, for 5 gallons of gas. And it wasn't even 5 gallons. I had gas in the thing. But these prices got to get a little bit lower, man, because it's getting outrageous.
They're coming down a little bit by little bit.
Yeah, 10 cents a day I've noticed in the last couple of weeks. We've dropped from about 650 or something for regular down to 519, and that's where it's kind of stopped at.
Yeah, we're at 449 for regular.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was telling him earlier. Indiana is at $4.19, and right over here, 10 minutes away from where it's $4.19, it's $4.59.
Right.
Yeah.
They're ripping us is what that works out. They're saying that the oil companies have made record profits off of this shit. And like Bezos, like I was telling you, that dude Bezos, he owns all them oil fields, and the president got on him and asked him, well, what can you do to lower the prices and stuff? And he was like, man, that's business, man. We're here to make money. We're not here to lower prices, you know. That's why we need our own oil. We need to start doing our own thing like Trump was doing, man. And we'd be,
Right.
I probably shouldn't even said his name, but hey, you know, he was good, man, I think.
Yeah.
Very good 4 years. Very good. Right to 4 more years of crap.
Right. They'll figure it out one way or the other. You know, whether it's good for the
Yeah,
goose or good for the gander.
got that right. We
See
we
if
ain't
Ghost
got much.
wants to come in.
It doesn't seem, huh? Someone coming in?
I want to see if Ghost wants to come in. Ghost, you
Yeah,
want
come on in, Ghost.
If he comes in, we can't see him.
He'll,
to?
he'll be invisible.
Right?
Yeah. Hey, there he is. No, that ain't him.
Come
Oh
on,
no,
Ghost. Come on.
it's processing. He's nude.
Oh, no way. Oh, God.
No, don't want to see that.
Cut it.
I'm
Cut.
glad I would be able to take that out. Yeah.
I know. Once you've seen it, you're never gonna forget it.
Yeah, you never forget
Process
it.
comes on nude. I'm out. Comes on nude. I'm out of here.
Me too, man. We're all gone. He'll be doing his own show. Yeah, well, it's hot enough, man. You got to lay around half fucking nude around here.
Yeah, if you don't have good AC, you definitely
That's for sure.
Jeez. I'm laying around in my Christmas pajamas because I'm too lazy to put them away.
Well, I still have my Christmas pajamas out. I just don't wear them a lot.
He
You
likes
wear
the
anything
spandex.
a lot.
I wear spandex.
He likes the spandex more breathable.
Hey, the old
We
lady
don't.
says, "Who are you?" And I look at her and I say, "I'm Batman."
I'm Batman. I'm Batman.
Spandex should be banned.
Well, I'm Batman.
Yeah.
What, being Batman or spandex?
Both.
Spandex should be banned. If you're
Yeah,
Batman, you must be Ben Affleck or something.
Well, hey, they're definitely a what's the word I'm looking for? Dang it! See, I smoke too much weed. Oh, there, I said it. Now everybody else has told me. Now I've said it.
You can never smoke too much weed.
Oh, okay.
Heck
Well,
no.
here. No.
I've been trying and I just can't do it.
When you hit the paranoia, you smoke too much.
Right.
Yeah, and I never get
There he is.
paranoid.
There he is. I'm getting you, Ghost.
Yeehaw. All right. Hey,
What's up,
there he is.
man?
What's up, man?
Hey, not a whole lot.
Come on, switch around. There we go. How you been doing, Ghost?
Still causing trouble.
Still calling you out? That's a good thing. That's not a bad thing.
Yep. They know you're alive. Sometimes you got to prove it.
Right?
If you're actually like half invalid like my ass with my back going out all the time, every now and then you got to prove that you still ain't too old to cut the mustard.
Right? Right?
Right.
Well, I'm as good once as I ever was.
That's right, man. I might even be good twice, but after that, who knows?
Yeah.
You're gonna have to take your chances.
Shit, I'm always good.
Well, you got to be good because if you're not good, you got to be good at it. So, Ghost, what kind of accessories did you have on your bike, or are you indisposed at the moment?
Yeah, there he is.
All right, trying to figure this thing out.
I hear you. Yeah. Yeah, all these guys tell me, "Oh, it's easy. It's easy." Yeah, sure it is.
It ain't as easy as they said.
Yeah, it's not
No.
as easy as I think. Yeah,
You
Yep.
just gotta take the time to figure it out.
right.
Yep.
But other than that, it's easy.
Yeah, mine's
Yeah.
working good now. I did have a bunch of problems with this, but now it's kicking right on and everything's working. So
Cool.
I ain't having any problems with StreamYard.
No, I haven't had any problems with them. It's just I gotta figure out how to put um, a video from someone else that that I was on to put onto
Mhm.
my channel. I haven't figured that out yet.
Uh, I think you'll have to download it off of YouTube and then reload it onto yours.
Yeah.
But then
Yeah.
I got to pay a subscription for that.
Yeah. I mean, I've got YouTube Premium, so I guess that's might be why it lets me do that.
Yeah, probably is.
Gee, aren't you special?
Yeah.
No, I didn't want the commercials.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh,
yeah.
yeah, commercials, man." I'll
Yeah.
pay for
Commercials
the
take away his porn time.
Yeah, you know it.
Right. He didn't want no commercials of his porn on his porn count.
YouTube quit having porn on it, man.
Pretty soon he's going to break out his blow up doll.
I watch motorcycle porn. Is what I watch.
Oh yeah, Benny Hill, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's my ringtone.
God, I
There.
love Benny Hill.
Somebody's
Oh,
trying
yeah.
to sell me insurance.
Oh yeah, you're gonna get some insurance from Geico.
No, it's medical insurance, health and medical.
No.
I keep telling them, man, I'm only 40 years old. They hang up right away. Or then I'll make them think, oh, yeah, I really need your insurance. How old are you, sir? 90. Click.
Hey, then they'll say, "Oh, you're too old, sir. We don't insure
They don't even say that.
anybody
They just hang
over
up.
80."
They don't even say that. They just hang up. Not another word. Click.
Right?
They're always trying to get me to buy a warranty. And my new truck is gone, so I don't know where it's at. And I ain't buying no extended warranty on this old work truck I'm driving around.
Well, I think it's funny. I still get recall notices from Chevrolet on cars that the ignition, they wanted to recall because of the ignition.
Yeah.
And I ain't had them cars in years.
Years, yeah. Yeah, but your name was on them, and that's like they'll send you notices.
Yeah, I was probably the last one, because I did jump a couple of them.
I bought a Tundra, and they had about 3 or 4 notices come out in about the first 5 years about ball joints and various things with the front end. Nothing really bad, but I guess the front end breaks off. You can go off a cliff or something.
Yep.
Sure.
Yeah. I always get those little
Steering
telemarketers that sit there and say, "Hey, here you're talking about your extended car warranty and all this other shit." And guy called up about my medical issue. He sat there and goes, "Well, I'm here to talk to you about your medical insurance." And I go, "Wait, what? Hold on, hold a minute." He goes, "What?" And I say, "You're not here to talk to me about my extended car warranty? What the fuck kind of hacker are you? Leave me the hell alone." And he said, what? It's like, "You ain't gonna talk to me about my extended car warranty. Go fuck yourself." I go,
I'm out of here.
I've got an app on my phone now that tells me it says it's a scam if some weird number calls me or something.
Well, see now, I've got that too, and some of them come up scam alert, and
Yeah.
a lot of them come up UC Health or just some Darren Deribowitz. It just be some random number.
The only thing is how about if somebody is trying to get a hold of you? I guess they can text you, I guess, but
Well, if you answer your phone and you hear and you say hello and you hear boop, you know it's them.
I haven't been answering it. I just wait and see if they put a message up, you know.
Hey, Chris.
I got a scam one night. Dude sat there. He's talking to me about my warranty, and he sat there, and I go, "Hello, my name is Ali Habib. I am from U.S. Front Department. How may I screw up your day?" I go, "What? What?" And I was like, "This is from U.S. Front Department. How may I screw up your day?" And he goes, "Oh, sorry, wrong number."
Hey, they want you to be Batman, J-Man.
Yeah.
Hey, he's
Hey,
already got
tell me when you're going to do it because I'm going off. I'm leaving, damn it. You do that. All the girls are ready for that spandex.
Yeah, he's just a swinging.
No, you wouldn't be in spandex.
You might have to tie the old pecker to the leg, like the song.
Damn.
No, you just put it right up in there. Must be nice to be a cat, man. Just lay around all day.
Yeah, and lick your own balls.
Yeah,
You wouldn't need no women that way, man. If you could do that, boy. Nothing against the women, but
Yeah, you wouldn't need them for that, would you?
nah.
Me and a buddy of mine was walking down the street one night, and he seen a dog licking himself. And I sat there and I was like, "Oh, that's cool." Buddy of mine looks at me and he goes, "You know, I wonder if I could do that." I go, "Don't you think you should pet him first?"
Yeah.
The lady that was walking the dog looked at me and she just starts cracking up.
Oh, you think you ought to pet him first? Yeah. Oh, wow. We've been on an hour and 17 minutes, guys. Well, Ghost just got here. So.
Yeah. The most accessories that I've ever put on a bike was almost solid chrome.
So
But
you changed out.
my last bike that I had was a Cholo. Really nice bike, almost solid chrome.
Wow.
It was expensive as fuck. Took me and buddy of mine a few years to make.
I got all the damn chrome I want. I would be happy to have a little less, but the way it goes.
Yeah, but you got a chopper, man.
Yeah, but it's got a ton of chrome too, man. It's fuck. I'm constantly cleaning more than I'm riding.
Yeah.
Well, at least you
Out here in California, out here in California, everybody just has to have their bikes just spotless, man. So if you're driving around a dirty, old, ugly-looking bike, you're gonna stand out like a sore thumb, you know.
Yep.
And I mean, not even a. I don't care. You don't see a dirty bike out here. They come out here and their bikes are sparkling, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't care about the dirt, you know, as long as it's not making other bikes when I stop, you know, that's good. But, you know, at least when I ride the bike, it shows, you know, hey, I'm out there, I'm riding, I'm enjoying the road.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not riding from car wash to car wash, you know.
Yeah. Mine shows. I go about a week or two, and I just can't stand it anymore. So then I wash it down.
I
It
usually
takes a
clean
good
mine
3
once
hours
a
to
year.
clean her all up.
I'll clean mine once a year. It's
Once a year?
Time
get
I
ready to get clean
ever
as soon as
washed
I
my
put it back
bike was
together.
when I was up in Alaska.
Up in Alaska, what?
Yeah.
Last time he washed his bike, I think he said.
Oh,
Well, when I was up in Alaska.
where was you at up there?
Huh?
Where were you at up there?
I was in Dead Horse for a while.
Okay. That's by Anchorage, correct?
Oh, way north.
Oh, it's north of Anchorage?
That's as north as you can go.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was working up there years ago.
That's an Eskimo village out there, isn't it? Where they have to, yeah, they have to. I seen that place on Ice Road Truckers. They went there to deliver some food and stuff to those guys. Yeah, that's way the hell up there.
Yep. I had the shirt that says "Where in the hell is Dead Horse?" and it's got a horse upside down on the back and stuff like that, and it says "Dead Horse, Alaska."
Shit.
The
Yeah.
only bar in the whole entire hundreds of miles, and it's only open certain times of the season.
Exactly. If I remember right, they have to drive over like river ice or something out there to get over there. So it has to go over in the winter when it's really frozen up, you know.
Right. Yeah, it's the only time trucks can get over there.
Yep.
They open up like a ice highway out there, and it goes across that tundra, man, for miles and miles.
Oh yeah, yeah. And I tell you, first time you ever go across those and you hear all that ice creaking underneath you, I don't care how big or bad you are, your ass is puckering up and your
You
nuts,
know,
your ears going, no, 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 no.
They ride through that road with the door open and a foot hanging out.
jump out of
Yeah.
there. I think they showed one time one of the truckers did fall down, but I don't believe it sunk. It just broke off and sunk a little bit, you know. They may have drug it out with some big old cranes or something.
Well,
Them people are, you get wet in that water and you're froze to death quicker than shit.
Oh
in
yeah.
a matter of seconds. It is so cold up there. I mean, it is absolutely devastating up there.
I can just
And
imagine. You know.
the warmest the water has ever been up there was maybe 26 degrees.
Mm. Yeah.
And that's at the warmest. It is so blistering up there. And
You
like I said, first time I went up there.
Even 10 minutes in that water,
Yeah.
you'll die quick.
Yeah, hypothermia shuts in real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The state crew has specialized gear. It's almost like a wetsuit, but it keeps warm water circulating through the wetsuit.
Yeah.
Just in case they're in, they fall through doing the ice roads. They have something at least to help them stay alive a little bit longer.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's like the guys on the boat. Deadliest Catch.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got those outfits in the right inside the room that if they have to, if somebody goes overboard, they got one to throw out to them, plus put one on so they can get in the water to get them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those rings don't work all that great. I mean, they'll save your life, and you can put a rope on so that they can drag you back. But let me tell you, when you're in one of them ships and it's friggin' going crazy out there, and they're still out there picking up those dang crab pots, hey, you can die at any second. The crab pots can fall on you. You can be washed overboard.
What was
It'll
that?
take you out. That
Those
job.
things are freaking heavier than hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those bars are not hollow. Those are solid steel bars. And they're 8, 9, 10 feet tall. Those things are freaking heavier than hell.
I can imagine.
They got the idea to make those off of my sister. That's just one of her legs.
You're bad, man. You're bad. At least you're talking about your sister and not mine.
What, they twins?
We ain't brothers, so different kind of brothers. But
Don't feel bad. Neither is me and my sister. 5'3" and 550. And that's just one of them.
right. So, how long you guys want to stay on here and bullshit? Longer or what?
Well, do we got anything more on the topic of the day?
Unless Ghost wants to say something about Harm and Shadow, 'cause
Yeah.
that's the way we started the show. Yeah.
Well, one thing that I gotta say is, if you're gonna accessorize your bike, don't go to do what everybody else and their dogs got. Take the accessories that you want, accessorize it for you, how you want to. Make it your own bike, not like what everybody in the dime stores got.
Well, okay, Ghost, you looked in on the conversation we had earlier. I'm of the opinion that if you go and you buy that motorcycle, you've already fitted it to yourself. You know you want it. Why are you going to start putting things on it to make it yours when you've already picked that bike out and it's yours?
Yep. Well, that's
Individuality. That's what it is. Individuality.
I made a comment earlier about that, where it says the best accessories I've ever put on the motorcycle was me.
There you go. Yeah.
I was the best accessory I could ever put on that motorcycle. Everything else is just kind of
Jewelry.
hit and miss.
You know why you do it is because, and I know this is why I will put a couple of things different on mine and stuff, because if you have a factory bike straight out of the factory and you go to say Sturgis and there's 1,000 bikes parked there, I'm sure you're going to figure out where you parked it, but there's going to be so many bikes that look just like yours right around there. You're going to be looking all left and right all the time, trying to find your bike or whatever. And basically, if you have one little thing different on your bike, even a cup holder that's kind of different or anything, you'll picture your bike up just like that. That's why I like my chopper. I can take that anywhere, and I can see my chopper out of all the bikes. You know what I mean? Even other choppers, because they're all individually different, and
See,
so it
next
makes.
time I get a motorcycle and I go Sturgis, you will tell my bike from any of the others.
There you go. See, that's
Because
me.
I'm going to have all those pink frilly handlebar, the little tassels and
Yeah, I don't do that.
that little rainbow bright basket up in front, that little cow horn going meow.
Little bell goes ring, 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 ring.
I don't know about your guys' bike, but mine's got a loud ass horn on my bike, and it hasn't been.
One ding-ling, ding-ling.
Yeah.
I want to give
The
me one of those
little
air
thumb.
horns. Yeah.
The little thumb deal. Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, ring, 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 ring.
One of them propeller hats. Fuck yeah, man.
Right.
Ring, ring, ring.
I seen
on the
professional
radio as I'm playing my ding-ling-ling.
I seen Professional Monkey put one on one of his buddy's bikes, so I went out and got one. I had to put on mine when I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of them little thumb ones. Ring, ring for your bicycle.
Yeah, the little thumb ones are something else. I remember the days way back when we all used to have them.
It also boils down to
Don't forget the banana seat. Don't forget the banana seat
on there.
Yeah.
You cannot forget the banana seat.
And the big old sissy bar. We had that big old sissy bar, the banana seat.
Right? The banana seat was a ball buster.
if you
Yeah.
think about it, that's where ape hangers came from. Was the Swins back in the day? You know, remember the 5-speed Swins?
Yeah, we were talking about it earlier. We used to take table legs and cut them off, them old metal pipe ones, the chrome ones, and we'd hammer them onto our forks and drill the front parts out, and we'd make big old choppers out of big old long choppers, you know. And every so often, like we was talking, they would fly off and you'd munch it, but yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, we take 10 speeds and saw the forks off of them and stuff them on the other end of the original forks and make it.
Right, put a longer front end that way. We've done that. But I'm talking putting out some reach on that front end. We even went as far as to catch it right where it starts to bend, kind of like a sugar bear front end, you know. And we'd drill them out, flatten it out, and drill them out, and make it look like that and stuff. And it was something else in the old days. Seemed like those old days went pretty fast. It wasn't all the good times everybody thinks it was, but there was a couple here and there.
Right?
Our time was a hell of a lot better than what we got now.
Yeah, it seems like I know that
times.
I had a lot less stress, like just making sure ends meet and everything.
Yeah.
Back then, when I didn't have to worry about it, and now I don't have to worry about it again for a while. But it's still stressful, no matter what. Just the way the world's going, everything costs double now, and it was hard enough before. You know what I mean? So
it's so stressful trying to make, like you said, make ends meet. Where are you going to put that money, into your bike at? Because I sure don't have it to put into it. I'm doing very little at a time until I get everything to where I can do it all together, which should be this week, I'm hoping.
It's hard to just pop out with a bunch of money, man, especially these days. Even if I wanted to do something to my bike, it's hard to just throw the money away, man. And then I'm hearing all this shit like you can't take your bike to Harley no more, man. If you do, your bike's going to come back all screwed up.
That's what I hear.
Yeah.
We were talking about that earlier, and that boils down to the guys are working flat rate hours, so they're trying to get it done as fast as they can, and they're skipping stuff,
Well, and they're doing shitty jobs.
Shitty jobs, yeah.
I mean, look at the process. He got screwed over.
Yep. Definitely.
Yeah.
I can't believe they drilled out his back. I mean, someone was saying that they need to drill him, but I don't know. Maybe his model didn't need that. You know what I mean? And so they ended up putting holes in them on accident. And then apparently they don't want to replace them or nothing. And they were brand new. God, man, we'd have a problem, man, if it was me. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
Right? I'd raise some hell.
I'd go in there with them bags. I'd peel them off, throw them on their table, and say, "I want my new bags that I bought."
Exactly. Give me my new bags.
You guys messed them up. You're gonna have to eat it.
Like Lissa says there, you got to know your dealer to take it in.
Right.
Basically.
What it is they're hiring people that are not really qualified, and because they're having hard times keeping people working, I guess, or even finding people, they say.
Right.
But, what gets me with that is, where are they all at? I can understand a few people here and there change jobs because they couldn't do that work anymore because it slowed down and, all that crap. But you would think that people would want jobs, man. You know what I mean? To make some money. They're paying like $20 an hour just to be a menial cook at McDonald's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A server gets $15 and a cook gets 20.
Before you know it, when you go into McDonald's, you're gonna have, when you get your quarter pounder, French fries and drink, you're gonna be paying $15 for that shit.
Oh, I already am, dude. I don't even like going there because I'm paying way too much. I can go to the mom and pop burger joint, and you know about my triple burger and all that. Well, I can get a big old juicy triple burger for $10. I'm not going to go to Walmart over to McDonald's and waste $15 on their junk. That
Right.
stuff's
Yep.
not that the triple's any better, but it tastes better.
Well, you know, the bad part about it is everybody wants the money, but they're too lazy to get the work.
Yep.
You know, the government, today's government, has made so much pansies out of everybody. Everybody's hiring, but yet they don't want to work.
That's exactly it. And they don't do much work when they are at work. They just stand around and they move like a turtle, you know, really slow. God, and it's like you're forcing them to work because they don't want to be there, you know.
Yep.
Well, I got in an argument. This dude sat there and he's collecting money off of the state just so he can sit at home, drink beer, do drugs. He goes, "What's wrong with you, dude?" He goes, "What do you mean?" It's like, what is physically wrong with you? Why are you not out working for?
I have PTSD.
And he goes, "Nothing."
Nothing.
He didn't even throw that PTSD out there at you.
Yeah. And I said to go, "Dude, you know, you're lucky. I don't beat your ass." And he goes, "For what?" I go, "There's nothing wrong with you. You're young, you're healthy, you're vibrant. You can work. I'm old, I'm disabled, I'm decrepit, and I want to work."
Same here, man. I still work.
At me, and he goes, "Really?" I go, "Yeah, I got more middle than me than NASCAR's got track." And
Right.
a couple of weeks later, he sat there and he goes, "You know, I got to thank you." And I go, "For what?" He goes, "Well, because the argument that we had the other day, it kind of showed me." And I was like, "Oh," and he goes, "Yeah, I'm starting to get back to work and stuff like that and start earning my money." I go, "All right, cool." A few months later, he's back at home drinking beer, doing nothing. Mommy's taking care of him. And I was like, oh. He goes, "I make more at home than I do at work."
That's a wrong attitude, man.
Yeah.
This world is changing and starting to let people work from home now because of the pandemic crap. I mean, it's possible that they can do that, but most people have to go to work every day and physically, you know, handle stuff. So, you know, it's kind of weird that some people are lucky enough to sit home, and that's, man, that you can't beat a job if you're going to get to sit home, you know, and do your job on computer and stuff. We all know somebody like that. A bunch of people that I know that are doing that.
The pandemic pushed everybody into that
Right.
computer. I have to work from home computer shit, you know.
Right.
I unfortunately never got that because my business never slowed down whatsoever. Like,
and you have to be there physically pulling parts and all. See, so you're one of the people like me that have to be there doing the job. Not, you can't just sit on a computer or something, you know.
Right.
Them guys got it made there. They can make good money and just kick back at their own house, you know. That's nothing wrong with that.
I got a dude pissed off at me. He is sitting there. He is over at one of my favorite restaurants, and he's filling out a report. And he goes, "Is there any way I can work at home?" And I sat there and I looked at him and was like, "You know, doing a gangbang does not mean you're a team player." Manager kind of looks at me and he goes, "Dude, that was fucked up. Funny, but fucked up." And I go, "You're at a restaurant. You cannot work from home."
I know.
If you work from home, you better wash your hands before you touch my food.
Well, I'm at home, so I've got different rules.
Yeah.
Well, with all the money they're paying these days, I know everything costs more, so it basically evens out to crap, the same thing. or less.
Right.
We may be making less money than we were before, because really, even though we're getting more money, there's more prices on everything is up, so we actually end up with less money.
Well, it's
Yeah.
motorcycle prices. To buy
That
the
too.
accessories for your motorcycle. I mean, if you buy an H2, a brand new Kawasaki H2, you're going to spend 50 grand on it. If you buy a CVO Road King, you're going to spend 40, 50 grand on it. Why would you go putting more money into it? That's my philosophy.
Well,
Like if
It's one
I
reason
do
why
my
I don't
car
have a
CVO,
Harley.
there's nothing else I want to do to it. I want to leave that bike stock. That way, it's going to be worth more money in 50 years. You know.
Yeah, maybe, but I don't know. Just everybody likes their own way of their bike to look, and that's what it is,
Yeah, like you
It,
said, it's an individual up to them to do
yeah,
their bike. I guess, in a nutshell.
yeah. This bike I got, this cruiser, this sucker, it looks just like any other freaking cruiser if it's the same color. You won't know the difference because I haven't put anything different on it. But
Not even that one thing.
I'm happy with what it's got on it already. All I want is a phone holder and a freaking soda holder, and I'll be set. I've been looking, but I found a couple online, but I haven't purchased them yet because I'm looking around. I think I can find a better price.
Right.
I was looking at some of the ones that Dark has, and he's got the pricey ones. I think the phone holder's like $80, and then which isn't that bad if you
He's
get a good
tired of dropping. He's tired of dropping things. He's dropped a couple
exact.
GoPros and he's dropped a phone, I do believe. So yeah, he spent the big bucks to get the stuff that holds your shit.
Right, that's what I'm worried about. I don't want my phone going flying off when I'm doing 80 or 90 miles an hour, and then it's destroyed because cars or whatever run over it or what all. Who knows? But I want it to stay on there.
Yeah. And see, and that's another thing. When it comes to buying those accessories, who do you believe? Because there's so many different people out there that are sporting different,
Brand.
Rulock or something like that. And then there's Gimbal's probably got one out there. There's all kinds of different ones.
There's some that are really cheap too, and you don't want those because they're not built with the chip. They're real
The
cheap.
cup holder I got up there at Ohio Bike Week, it's made out of a plastic, and it's got a metal screw down that you screw it down to your handlebars with, and then clip it, and it holds where you put it. And I've hit major bumps, and my pop didn't come out of it.
Yeah, I think the soda holder, cup holder, whatever, is the ones I've seen are like that, like you're saying. They're basically plastic with a metal clamp
Yeah,
for the bars.
yeah, more or
And
less. Yeah.
I've seen some good ones that are all aluminum. You know what I mean? That are really nice, but man, pricey also, man. You know, I don't know. These days, I don't like to spend a whole lot of money on an accessory like that, but I want to make sure I do get one that's decent enough to hold up stress and stuff. I'm pretty rough on bikes. I
Well,
tear them up after a while, so I end up getting.
yeah, I end up riding them until something seriously goes wrong with them, and then I got to get another one.
Yeah. I sell them right. I sell them before I tear them up. Usually,
Right.
I get them like I feel like I'm tearing the bike up. I'll just sell it, start over with something else.
What about you?
Doing accessories.
Oh, I'm sorry, Bill.
What's that?
Oh, one of the things that you do if you're going to do accessories, make sure that you do your homework. Look into every different options. If you can find things cheap like things that you can get like at a store or something like that. You don't have to always go to the dealerships to get your accessories.
That's exactly it. That's what I'm
And
not.
that's one of the misconceptions everybody sits there and says is like, oh, you got to go to the dealerships, da da da. It's like, no, you're going to Cabela's and you see something that's going to work. You can get, like you were talking about the cup holders. You can get those almost like what, $100 cheaper at the store than you can at the dealership.
Oh yeah,
And
you'll get
it would be
those.
more for you. It's geared for you, your style, your everything else. And I tell people, it's like, if you could do things cheap without having to go to it, do it. If you need to go to the dealership, that's fine. That's on you. But just make sure you weigh your options, because that way you're making it yours.
Yeah.
Not like everybody else and their dogs got. Like you was talking about earlier. You go to Sturgis and you got what 10, 20,000 bikes, and you got at least 500, 1,000 that looks just like yours.
I know, man.
You're walking by that key fob, going, okay, cheap, cheap. All right, which one am mine?
It can cause a little problem there, especially if you're about half fucking lit up.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
And I
Yeah,
think
if
that
you're trying to stumble through your bike to find that sucker, and you're like, wow, it's a sea of bikes. Where the hell is it?
And I'd be that asshole right behind you with that recording, sit there and make that noise.
Beep, 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 beep,
Yeah. Ring, ring, ring.
Help.
But you
Yeah,
got to get the
You
admin show.
gotta have some fun. You gotta fuck with people every now and then. I mean, what? Life ain't a bunch of bullshit. You gotta live, enjoy life.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why you put the air horn on your bike and you sit there and let people walk by and have a remote. Beep.
Hey, the train horn.
Yeah,
They got a small horn now for bikes.
Yep.
That is a friggin' train horn, man. Jesus.
Yeah,
I don't think I want to go with that, but that would get attention right there, man. For sure.
Oh yeah.
Them 4-wheel drive guys, the kids that have the $1 million 4-wheel drives with all the chrome and stuff, never sees dirt. Well, them guys got them big old horns on their trucks, and they'll get your attention with them big train horns, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And,
Buddy mine has a different kind of horn system. He's got the generally, and because it's programmable to different deals, he's got one that's a screamer. It's like, Wah!
wow.
It is loud. First time I did that, I about knocked him out. It's like, don't scare me like that, dude.
I had to do a good one for the Ghost Rider.
Yeah. Oh man, that scared the piss right out of me. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, when they hit that train horn right next to you, and you're just like cruising, and all of a sudden, like, I'm coming to see you. I'm coming.
Ethel. I'm coming.
You clean it up. Now I understand why they call them handy wipes for.
Had to pull
process is back.
Yeah, they'll make you jump out of your drawers, man, with a freaking train horn next to you.
You know it. You know it.
Right.
I was watching those videos where the guy's got one in the back of his little pickup like you got, Randy, and he's cruising around with a big old train horn in the back of it, scaring people.
They do have some big ones. If you get an original train horn, oh my God, that thing will rattle the place.
That's what he had. It was an original big train horn, fucking
Yeah, that
back of
thing
his
is
pickup. Yeah.
crazy. Yeah, those things are something else because even those small ones that they got these days that put out big sound, they just don't compare to the real thing though.
Oh no, they don't.
I would
Them
love
trains
to
out here,
see
man, they will
one
rattle your
time.
house, and I'm about 3 miles away, and I can still hear them horns every night about 1:30 in the morning coming by here, going nuts with their horns.
Yep.
I would love to see one person figure out how to do this, and that is to make a horn like a dog puking. You will see everybody sit there, look around, it's like, holy shit, you know, they're scrambling to figure out where it's at.
Or a cat. The same thing with a cat.
Right?
Choking up a hairball.
Somebody think you're trying to start your bike.
Yo.
Oh shit.
Yeah, mentioning that video we were looking at earlier, man, that old panhead, I believe it was a panhead.
Right.
In the old days, them old suckers would about throw you clean off the bike, break your freaking foot, all kinds of stuff. And that guy got hit hard, man. He was showing on a little something that they were showing there. I think it's on General. Should be on General.
If you don't kick that thing all the way through, you're screwed.
Well, you got to find top dead center, and then you got to make sure your spark is right.
Yeah.
Some of them bikes, they've got a little spark adjustment right there down there by the
Magneto or whatever. Yeah.
yeah. Them old bikes are temperamental, man, and then you ain't got them tuned right or something, and they will flat. I've had the bottom of my foot bruised a few times. Never thrown over the handlebars like I heard. They were always telling me, "Don't do it like that, or you're gonna go flying over the handlebars if you lock your knee. Don't ever lock a knee. When that thing fires and kicks back, it will definitely pogo you over the damn handlebars." Never happened to me, but I heard about it, and that memories just as earlier seeing that guy.
Well, I had a friend of mine.
Like Wiley Coyote
Harley Davidson in Cincinnati. He worked at Harley Davidson in Cincinnati, and he built the bike out of a bunch of different parts. 74 frame, a 47 engine, a 54. Fucking the whole bike was a hobcodge of parts. And anyway, he sold it to another friend of mine who totally stripped the bike down and put it back together. And after he painted it and everything, and when he got it back together, he could never get it to run right. And it was the same way. If you didn't kick that son of a bitch all the way through, it was going to throw your ass over the handlebars. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Catch just the right stroke, and you still might get hurt.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I learned that years ago. Compression stroke.
Yeah,
never lost your knee either.
What was that, Ghost?
Yeah, he's sitting there, he's talking about the compression stroke. And it's like, well, at least hope you use lube.
Yeah.
If
There's
you
lube in the tailpipe.
make sure you call getbanana.com and they will fix your problem with you.
They'll put it on you.
But anyway, I gotta run, y'all. Great show. Love
Thanks
y'all.
for coming in.
Hey, glad to be part of your show, man.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Take it easy, man.
You got any final thoughts there, Rob?
Well, just, if you're going to think about replacing your seat because it's uncomfortable, check into cheaper options before you replace that seat, because seats are what, $600-$700, even more? You
Well,
can
that's
buy sheepskin or a gel pad for $60 to $200.
well, you can
You
go on
know,
Facebook Marketplace and find you a seat too.
yeah,
Aftermarket, yeah. Or you can do like me. We happen to have everybody's heard of Hollister, California,
yeah,
where the bakers and all that shit back in the 50s and shit. Well, they have a run every year, but that's not what I'm talking about anyway. I just wanted to throw that in. But anyway, there's Corbin Seats. You've heard of Corbin, the
Yeah,
cat?
oh yeah,
Yeah. Well, them guys on Wednesdays, you can ride your bike over to their company right there, and they're in Hollister, and they'll take your seat off and put a new skin, padding, everything on it, and make it the way you want it. And I'm not sure on the price of that, but it's got to be, at least it'll be cut and made for you. You know what I mean?
right.
Specially
yep,
made. So you'll get a really good seat. But I've also seen like on Harley sites, not Harley Davidson, the company, but just people that are selling the, you know, aftermarket stuff. You can pick up a good seat maybe for $300 or something. You might get a used one that's really cherry if you're lucky somewhere.
Right.
We don't have too many APFs left. We used to have a couple of them, but I think they're basically out of business. They would
no,
have some nice stuff. Wreck bikes with brand new seats, because they're new bikes. People, they don't ride so good because they barely got a bike and they've never rode or something. They have a wreck right off the bat.
right?
And they're done, most of the time. They don't want to ride no more.
No.
And so they got a brand new bike that's most of the parts are brand new still. It's just the frame's bent or something. That's what happened to me when I was in '86 when I was ran off the road. My bike was like bent in half. Uh, the frame was shit, and it broke the damn the magneto side, and
That's the side that
yeah,
came
it
down.
broke. Yeah, it came right down on a curb with that boom like that, and that's what kind of bent the frame and
Damn.
yeah, just bent that bar and everything over and crunched it. And I ended up junking that bike after years of trying to refix it. I bought all these parts to fix the bike, and I decided, hell with it, ain't worth it. It was an older bike. I didn't really have no money in it, so I just basically threw away all the parts when I moved. I threw away a couple trailers, bike trailers, and dirt bike trailers and stuff, all kinds of things, just because I had nowhere for them. It's a terrible life sometimes, but you got to do
Oh
what you
yeah.
got to
No.
do. And now I
No.
got stuff strung out at all my friends' house all over the place from the last 4 years now. I'm like, oh man, one of these days I'll get my what together and I'll have everything back at my place.
Back
Kind
on
of
where it belonged.
having all this stuff and don't even have it handy to use.
Right, right. But yeah, do your homework and look for a cheaper option. You don't have to go spend buku bucks on your bike, you know, just to make it the way you want. I mean, I
Yeah.
spent $3 on a little light up rubber ducky to put on my handlebar so I could tell my bike from anybody else's if the same bike was there.
That's that
You
one
know,
little thing.
yeah, I'll take a picture of it sometime and post it in chat. You
Right
know,
on.
you'll get a kick out of it. It's meant for a regular bicycle, but I'm like, no, that sucker's going on my handlebars.
Rubber ducky.
Yeah, there's been times I drove down the road and had that sucker blinking, on my way into work at 4 in the morning. That's just the looks you get when people stop at the stoplight and just look at you, you know?
Oh, I can
Once they
imagine.
figure out it's a rubber ducky.
What the hell? It's aliens blinking.
So little things like that are just easy to put on to accessorize. I've got my Legion flags in the back with my American and Legion Rider flags, you know, stuff like that. I've got a flag holder for parades. You know, stuff that ain't cost me too much that I can pick up cheap from somewhere else because they're not
Yeah.
using it no more. You know, so that's
Well,
those are my thoughts.
That's
I've
cool.
seen a lot of people put like, hundreds of lights, marker lights and stuff all over their bikes, And I mean, that might be all right for a parade, but I agree with you, Jay, man. That shit it's a little overboard, but I don't, my bike has LEDs partially. The headlight isn't, but the other stuff is. And I'd like to go to LEDs, but you know what? They're not all they say they are. You know what? I've seen more people, they swore up and down when LEDs came out that, they never burn out. And once you put one in, you're good for life, and all that. Bullshit. Them things burn out. The little capacitor deal that runs them burns out, see? And so that's a lie right there, and they cost a bunch of money. And I'd like to get the headlight though.
That's not the light itself going bad. That's the capacitor.
Right. Well, they could lie and say it's the light because you're not going to pull the little diode off and put another one. So I don't know.
You're gonna buy a whole new light, right?
You got to buy the whole thing.
Yeah.
Right.
I've got a few friends that are saying those aren't all that what they cracked up to be. I have some on my bike, and so far they haven't messed up. But
Well,
if they do, who knows how long they'll last after that? Because I know they've changed all our lights up in town and stuff, all the signal lights to LED in the last few years, and we got so many burnout, you would not believe it, man. I've never seen the regular ones burn out hardly ever, and now we've got all these LED lights with maybe 100 little bitty LEDs in there, but half of them are burnt out. So I think it was a scam on that deal. Any kind of other stuff, the only thing you got to worry about if you're online buying stuff for like accessories and things is the cheap stuff from China. I hate to. Oh,
you're right. Yeah, cheap chrome from China. Yeah, you're right.
oh
Buy that
God,
stuff.
plastic stuff that just all plastic and junk. Oh man,
Well, a lot of your Jap bikes too. They are plastic with chrome
they
plates
are.
because
Yeah.
V stars that me and the wife got, they're both
Mm.
full of plastic parts that look like
All
regular
plastic. Yeah.
chrome. They look like regular metal and regular chrome, but they're plastic.
Right, and they'll peel after a while.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just crappy stuff. It'll last for a little while, but it's not anything, that's worth buying really in my books. I always go for, like, if you end up with a low grade, a middle, and a, top end part, I usually go for the middle. You know what I mean? And usually that's okay. I don't like the dirt cheapest ones because anytime you get that stuff, you're going to have a little problem, probably fairly quick.
Well, again, if you know the manufacturer of the part, like if it's Moog, for instance, and you happen to find it cheaper than anything else, that's a good company, so you'd want to buy it.
Mm-hmm. If you can get a good quality part, and I think the best way to do that is online myself, you can save so much money, man. You can get the same part Harley will sell you for half the price,
Nowadays you can, but 10 years ago, before the internet was as big as it is and all this home shopping, started, you had to go places to find stuff.
Right.
Mm-hmm. We had a lot of mom and pop bike shops, and since the pandemic, I don't even know of one now.
A lot of your swap meets, for instance, we used to have quite a few swap meets, and I think there's only been 2 this summer so far.
Really? We have them every weekend.
That's what I said. It seemed like we used to have them every weekend, but now there's only 2 at the normal place where I go down here to Edgewater. There's only 2 scheduled for the whole year.
Wow.
So
they don't give a shit out here, man. They've been going since the pandemic. They never did stop. People wore masks, most folks, but I've been walking around with no mask, and Thank God, and knock on wood, I'm still here.
Maybe you better put your mask back on. You scare people.
I've been told that every now and then.
Oh, I see. Speaking of mask, it's funny. This thought just came to me. I seen on the news the other day. This couple were burglar. They stole a purse out of some lady's cart and then went shopping on her credit cards. And they got them going through this whole store. Got them going through the checkout counter, but they had masks on, so you can't tell who they are.
I know, man. You know what? You would have never thought that anybody in this world would walk into a bank with a mask on. You know what I mean?
Cops called.
Have your ass arrested, and now everybody's wearing masks and stuff. And how are you going to tell a burglar? You know what I mean?
Right.
How do you know a burglar comes in? I guess he'll shove a gun up your nose or something.
That's how you tell,
yeah, that's the only way you can tell nowadays. Potential for everybody being a burglar these days.
But yeah, like you guys say, it's your individual taste on what you want to accessorize your bike with. Like I said, I personally, when I bought my motorcycle, I sat on it and I'm like, yeah, this fits me. This is my bike. Yeah, you know what I mean? The V-Star was a little different. It started out as a rental and then turned into mine.
Well, you know what? Everybody does. When you're going to buy a bike, you got to set on it. I take it for a spin and all that and see how it fits. Sometimes all you really need to do is just adjust the handlebars a little or something to make it fit you good, you know? Like you were saying, J-Man, earlier, if you got forward controls and your legs don't fit that far, I mean, that could be a problem. I'm sure they've got some kind of kit that you can adjust them back somehow, you know.
Just put make controls on it.
I'm always having the problem. I'm too big for most bikes, and I don't fit because I'm sticking out everywhere. Just too tall and stuff, you know. And even my cruiser, I feel like I'm kind of sticking way over the kind of. I don't know. There's a lot bigger guys than me that are.
At least you're not sticking over the bike.
Yeah. Well, I think I have down a little to make sure the fairing will go over me. The glass and everything will cover me.
Yeah.
So I don't need all the bugs.
Do you have a clear glass or a smoke glass?
Yeah, I got the clear one right now. I may jump over to one of them nice, about 4-inch, all tinted, but they're not going to be doing nothing after that. It's just for looks. I was also thinking about pulling the back luggage off and go club style, you know, but I kind of like that luggage on there in one respect because I can put all my two helmets in there, and I got one for a rider, or if I want to switch, one of them's a full face and one of them ain't, you know, just a regular half helmet.
Right.
For bad weather or whatever happens when you're cruising.
Yeah, there's a whole nother subject is gear for your accessories.
Yep. Yeah. Exactly. The accessories of gear, man. in the old days, I spent many hundreds of dollars on jackets, on, chaps, on all the stuff, the accessories. The boots alone, $150, and stuff like that, $200. I've always wore the engineer boots, so that ain't nothing. Lately, I've been just wearing my cowboy boots, so riding around with those on. They're a little slick. You can actually fall over at a stop sign pretty easy if you don't watch yourself.
Especially, with grease and oil and shit.
Yeah, man. The bottoms are slick, man. So you got to watch out. But, I think it's kind of cool to cruise with your cowboy boots on and stuff. And I'm really kind of pissed off because since about 25 years ago or whenever it was, they took our rights away and they made us wear helmets. And, I don't know. I made it through a deadly wreck without a helmet and didn't kill myself. So I figure, hey, I would rather be like you guys and ride around without one myself, and And I'm not into all that gear, man. It's, I'm in a hot climate, so I ride around in shorts and a half helmet and t-shirt. You see it, this right, one of these. That's all I do. I don't wear all that other shit.
You
I
know,
mean, even
I'm all about the helmet myself, but you got to keep the brain protected. I wear it. I don't have to here, but I do anyway.
and for many years, I wore a German helmet that was fake and and that thing would have cracked like an egg if it ever hit the ground, made out of plastic.
Right.
I got so mad when they did that law to us, man. I told them, everybody I know was rebelling. There's still people that are riding around with fake helmets on, you know. But I mean, at least I jumped up to a real dot helmet for once.
Right.
But I'm going to jump out of here, guys. I got to hit the shower and get ready for bed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Shaq, I know what you're saying. We've been on for 2 hours and 10 minutes. So,
Well, I had fun, guys. It was good to talk to y'all.
I appreciate y'all coming on, talking to me about it.
Not a
Heck yeah,
problem, man.
Don't mind it at all. Something to do.
Right?
Heck yeah. Wish we could have got Process in here.
Next time.
Maybe.
Next time.
Yeah. Put on some clothes, Process. Next time. All right, guys.
Later.
All right,
Everybody,
guys, take it easy, and we'll see you later.
Later, guys.
Okay. Well, that was fun. I hope you guys that watching had a little fun. If you didn't, sorry. It was the show that it was going to be. Can't be nothing else, correct? But I really do appreciate everybody who came on, everybody who was in the chat, and everybody that watched. Thanks for coming, being here. We're going to be again next week, shorthanded. I'll probably be by myself again next week, due to the fact that Graystar has his birthday coming up, and he's going to be out of town. So congratulations on your birthday, if you make it. Knock on wood. Anyway, love you all. Peace, peeps. I'm trying to end it, guys. It won't end. Lovely.